Hey Haas, good start here. I've actually been to Milwaukee a couple times. I really like, you did a really good job on this wheel. I'm not sure what this represents. I had always thought that Milwaukee also really, that art museum that's looks kind of like a bird or a boat, and also breweries. Well, not to mention the Brewers sports, but breweries in general. I thought that was something that was considered a big attraction. So I don't know. Just in, I don't know about the balloon stuff. I'm not sure what that relates to. So anyway, that's just my thoughts. As if I were interviewing you for a job and I saw this poster, I would wonder where those really popular attractions are. So visually, I think you're off to a good start. I would suggest adding some land here, and then because it looks like everything's in the sky flying. And then you could maybe try adding a gradient to the sky, and maybe I would remove the stroke on the clouds and I would move them around. You could also look at some of those tutorials I posted on how to create a sky. I posted one for this one. I mean, there's so many other tutorials. Here's another one. Excuse me. Or just like a gradient sky, which gradients usually go light at the bottom to dark. Let's see here. I mean, I just did a real quick search. I posted several tutorials about, how to draw clouds and how to do gradient skies. So if you this one's pretty cool too. So if you just Google it, and you're going to get tons and tons and tons of tutorials. Anyway, so and I did already post some. So that's what I would suggest. I just wanted to show you a couple student posters. Again, they're not perfect. All this text should be eliminated at the bottom. This is plenty. It would look really good if they didn't have all this text. It's just kind of making it look cluttered. You can see the gradient in the sky. Birds is also another thing. Let's see what else here. The clouds are okay. This color text is really bad. Red and blue next to each other doesn't really look that good. They could have used a bigger stroke. Anyway, you can see some of the clouds here. Again, they didn't really do the sky right, but they, but you can see some of the attractions. And again, this one's really successful. It doesn't have to be, perfect. I mean, the color here is used to make the poster work, not to be to scale. You're not going to see a lot of purple buildings, but the kind of a sunsetish sky works really well. And same with your Milwaukee, should be smaller. It doesn't need to be very big because everybody knows about Milwaukee already. Here's another one. Again, it's a little bit too much going on. I think I already showed you guys this one, but again, note the way the elements really flow. This one's pretty good, but again, the dark text on a dark background does not work. This one too is pretty good. It just, again, this big firework creates most of the unity. And I've showed this before too. I mean, note the way they did the clouds. They could have done a gradient, but they wanted it to look kind of flat because the whole thing's pretty flat. But again, another way to deal with it, even though they really should have made Illinois smaller. So again, just some ideas. Oops, that's not yours. Where did it go? Here we are. I don't know why it's disappearing. That's messed up. Sorry. I don't know. It keeps going away. Strange. So anyway, and just really think of the color. You don't need, this balloon is too strong. The color, it's kind of a focal point, but there's not enough detail to hold your attention. So that could also, be kind of diminished. The bike person can go up, and this could go up. It's really close to the bottom. So again, you've already got these drawn, so they're pretty easy to change color as well. So it shouldn't be too big of a thing. But again, the Milwaukee, needs to go down a little bit. Wisconsin needs to be way smaller, like way, way smaller. And this needs to be closer, down a little bit. It looks like it's crunched up in there. Okay, so I hope you found this useful. I'm going to be doing some WebEx meetings this week, so let me know if anything works for you. Okay?